Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now how on a day? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media and I'm holding it down. I say may God bless Biafra and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazanamde Kano. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency Ekpa Simon and Joko, who has, through his security of staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, were able to declare Biafra on the 29th of November. So now we say, may God bless the United States of Biafra and the people of Biafra. My people, as we move towards this movement, towards relocating, doing the exodus back to the land of Biafra, towards the recognition of Biafra all across the whole world. Today, I want to call on those who said Simon Ekpa was a coward, that Simon Ekpa was hiding his face while in custody in Finland, that Simon Ekpa called himself a content creator, according to what they say. The picture you are seeing here of Simon Ekpa, this is the latest picture of His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra. Does he look like somebody who may have said all he does is content creating? Does he look like somebody who is shy, who is hiding his face, as Mayego once said? Mayego of all people said Simon Ekpa was shy, he was hiding his face. The picture you are seeing here is the latest picture of our Prime Minister. I placed it here so as to hush the naysayers. Those who said Simon Ekpa is a content creator, that he said he doesn't believe in this freedom fighting. He told Finland, according to them, he is not the Prime Minister of the then Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Instead, they said he told Finland he was a content creator. The picture of Simon Ekpa with his fist held up high tells a different story, which is why I will call on the Biafrans, both in the local and abroad, ignore the Nigerian media, ignore the Niger area media, ignore the Niger area media, those who are bent on being submissive to the caliphate, those who to them being free is alien, those who hate the word freedom, those who are scared of the caliphate, and because of that, they have bowed down to the caliphate. Those who know they don't love Nigeria, but somehow they are okay as long as the Biafrans are the whipping boys of Nigeria. And those who, because of politics, even though they know what Simon Ekpa is doing is right, what Nnamdi Kanu is doing is right, what the Biafra government of the USB are doing is right, but because they are politicians in the old Nigeria, they have somehow gone to the north to bow down to the northern caliphate, to strip naked, to swear an oath with the cabal that if they make them governor of a region or of a state in the old so-called southeast, that they will give the caliphate whatever they've asked for, that they will sell their people, they will sell their soul, they will give their land to the caliphate, if and only if the Fulani cabal are able to allow them to become governors. My people, today, I want us to listen to our brother. His name is Okocha Mamasel. He's doing very, very well. He has taken his time to break down or to investigate something that the Zoo media, they have refused to do. Every day you see me calling out Rufai Oseni because you all said Rufai Oseni is the best journalist in that zoo called Nigeria. So every day I've been tasking him, every day I've been calling him out, but he has refused to do what a real journalist will do. But today, our brother, Happy Okocha Marcel, has taken his time to do or to carry out what they call an investigative journalism. And today, what you will hear him say will blow your mind. What you will hear him say, I want those who are responsible for the legal team of Simon Ekpa to make sure they take this video, a snippet of this video where our brother spoke about what is happening in Enugu State, in the whole of the Biafra, but in particular, Enugu State, because the governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, that criminal, that guy that forged documents, the document falsifier, Peter Mba, has said he has a proof that Simon Ekpa is responsible for all the atrocities happening in Biafra land and also in his state, Enugu. So I'm so glad that he has made this boast in the public. He has called on Finland that he is ready to tender the evidence of Simon Ekpa being responsible for all the atrocities happening in Enugu State and in Biafra. Today, I want us to listen to our brother, Ima Okocha Marcel, a very good guy. Listen to him. Listen to him break down what is happening in Biafra land, in Enugu State, about those who are really responsible for all the killings in Biafra land, about those who are responsible for all the mayhem, those who are calling Simon Ekpa, the Nigerian military blaming Simon Ekpa. Today, we shall have a taste of those who are really behind all the atrocities in Biafra land. And I hope Finland will take a cue on this, because the Nigerian media will tell you lies. They are scared, they are cowards, they are henchmen of the caliphate. They have sworn an oath to align themselves with the caliphate. They are cowards, they are scared of their job. If they speak truth to power, their TV stations will be shut down. If they speak out the way things are, their radio station and even their license will be taken off them and shut down. That's why they've skipped to the loo of the Nigerian military. Without any much further ado, to Finland, Alexander Stubb, the president of Finland, we want the police of Finland, those dealing with the case of Simon Ekpa. When we tell you that Biafrans are not responsible for the mayhem, some people amongst us, because they have sold their soul to the caliphate, they come and give you a different narrative. But today, I want you to listen to someone who has taken his time to do an investigation about who are really responsible for the killing in Biafra land, who are responsible for the mayhem, for the unrest in Biafra land. So on this day being sit at home, I wish to present to you Happy Okocha Marcel to expose those who are really behind all the killings, atrocities, kidnapping, unrest in Biafra land. If you're ready, let's go there. Listen.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Please, I want you to take your time and watch this video to the end because it worth your data. In this video, we are going to expose the greatest fraud about the Southeast insecurity. The greatest fraud about the Southeast insecurity. Time without number on this platform, I have been able to establish some facts that majority of the insecurity challenges happening in the Southeast has nothing to do with Biafra agitation, neither IPOB nor ESN nor any other factional group agitators. I said that the people who are carrying out insecurity challenges in the Southeast, they are intruders. They are people who are not from the Southeast extractions, and majority of them are being sponsored by politicians as revealed by Hopus Odema and Exoti, Rocha Sokorocha, and the rest of them. They have verified what I said before. Now, if the military or the police caught all these armed robbers, kidnappers, people who are killing people in the Southeast before, they are quick to tag them IPOB terrorists or Biafra agitator terrorists or ESN terrorists and so on and so forth, without mentioning their names. Hear me and hear me well, just follow me. Time without number, I take my time to follow everything that is going on. I don't just read news. I take cognizance to everything in the news. So before then, when they were trying to blackmail Nnamdi Kanu, I call it blackmail. What they do is that if they catch anybody, they send Nnamdi Kanu group. That is what they use in the news report then. They put Nnamdi Kanu group. They are just doing all those things to blackmail me. Then after Nnamdi Kanu, they started putting like Biafra IPOB terrorists. They were all just trying to use it maybe to stop Simon Ekpa, to stop any other body. I'm coming, just stay with me. Now, time with that number then, I have challenged some news media that why don't you put the names of people that they caught? If they just see, they say IPOB terrorists without putting their names. Now, there is something that happened today, and it has exposed the whole fraud that has been going on. There is crisis now in the police and the military, force in the Southeast now, because this is where the crisis is coming from. Before, they have not been putting names of people who are terrorizing in the Southeast. Now, they publish the names of people they caught today, and it is going to open your eyes. I want you to share this video. Listen to me. Now, Shara Reporters published this news after I received a call and I was briefed about what happened. Shara Reporters published that Nigerian police arrest dismissed soldier. Take this statement. 7 others in Enugu for robbery, fraud. No longer IPOB terrorists. They arrested them for robbery and for fraud. Just stay with me. Now, the article...
If you want to build a property portfolio and earn...
Just stay with me. Now, the article reads that the Enugu State Police Command on Saturday, that is today, announced the arrest of a dismissed soldier, one Sadiq Ahmed, number 1, and an interstate criminal syndicate, which specialize in armed robbery and financial fraud. Mark the word, an interstate syndicate. That is, the man has been terrorizing from state to state. He's not an Igbo man. He's not from the Southeast. Stay with me. Now, the command spokesperson, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, who disclosed this in a statement on Saturday, that is today, said the arrest was achieved through coordinated operations involving the MNA Division, Crack and Octopus Tactical Squad, alongside the Neighborhood Watch Group. So it was the vigilante group that helped the police. The army not did this one. No. The vigilante group now helped the police to catch these people, and that was why the identity was revealed. Now, Ndukwe said that the collaboration of the units led to the arrest of the 8 suspects, all males, and the recovery of firearms, ammunition, cash, and other stolen items. The names of the suspects, according to the statement, are, this is where it started getting messy. Now, this is their name. Let me reveal it to you. Don't forget that if it is before, as they catch them with gun and everything, they will look for Biafra cloth to put it inside so that they will write it IPOB terrorist. I am coming, okay? So that you will know that all those things they were doing, they were just doing it to blackmail people who are agitating for Biafra. They are not doing it because they don't know the real people who are terrorizing the Southeast. Now, these are their names. Number 1 there is Ishmaila Issa, age 23. Sadiq Ahmed, a dismissed soldier, age 28. Abbas Osman, age 23. Mubarak Garba, age 24. Abubakar Haruna, age 23. Abubakar Sani, age 32. Are these people IPOB members? There are so many things you will never understand about Nigeria. There are so many things you can never understand about Nigeria. But if we come to tell you this is what it is, a lot of people find it difficult to believe us. Because we understand the plans, we understand every move. This is, government can do everything to blackmail you. And the other day, Peter Mba said he has evidence that Simon Ekpa is the one terrorizing the Enugu State. The question here, all these names are Northerners. I stand to be corrected. Maybe other people that bear such name are still in the middle belt and so on and so forth. But have you ever seen Igbo name that I mentioned right now? No. Are they IPOB? No. Now, the question I want you to ask yourself is this. Why is it that they have never mentioned the name of people they are catching before? The people they are apprehending before? They will just say IPOB terrorists. What will happen if not the vigilante that collaborated with police? What will happen if it is the soldiers that call these people? They will just say IPOB terrorists. But you know what pains me most? The Southeast governors, the Southeast politicians, they fail to realize that this is what it is. They fail to realize that this is what it is. But we know. Yes, we know. You can't deceive us more than this. Now, let me continue with the article, okay? After the article, I'm going to, expose a lot of things to you. The items recovered include 2 locally made pistols loaded with a live and expanded cartridge and a cash sum of 300,450 naira were recovered. Others are 10 laptops, land documents. Oh God, land documents. Where the Northerners say land document in Igbo land? 10 mobile phones, assorted jewelries and watches, 1 MP3 players, 1 headphone, 4 power bank, 2 SIM footwear and bags. According to the statement, the operation leading to arrest commenced on November 12, 2024. The operation, when they were looking for how to arrest these people, started in November 12. And that time, they were telling you that it was IPOB that was terrorizing everywhere, right? Around 3:30 a.m., when the operative from the MNA division, supported by Neighborhood Watch members, responded to a distress call regarding an armed robbery at an estate in Emene. During the operation, Ismaila Issa was apprehended with the locally made pistol, 300,000 and 450 naira, and some stolen items. While others escaped, Ismaila was later transferred to the crack tactical squad for further investigation. So, apprehending these people now is a product of investigation. And that is why I used to tell people, if you want to understand what is going on, don't use military to front anything, because the military don't know how to investigate. Look at what happened in my state, that state, Okwama community, how they kill everybody, carry their king. People are still dying in military detention. The soldiers, they don't know people who came to kill their soldiers. But the intelligence that came from the press revealed that it was people that were doing bunker, that the soldiers were not allowing to steal oil, something like that. But soldiers can't do investigation. That is why anytime the soldiers, they will deliberately just target IPOB. Now it says, the confessional statement and subsequent discreet investigation led to the arrest of Sadiq Ahmed, Abbas Osman, Mubarak Garba, Abubakar Haruna, and Abubakar Sani at their hideout in Gariki, Akwanawa, I don't know, Akona, no, something like that, Enugu. People from Enugu, I think you will understand this place and call it better. Another locally made pistol and additional stolen items were recovered. So Ndukwe further stated that operatives from the Octopus Tactical Squad, utilizing an intelligence report, subsequently arrested Obiri Chukwebuka and Bright Omeniru in Owerri, Imo State. These are another two people arrested in Imo State, Owerri. Now, according to him, during the interrogation, they admitted to using phones stolen by the syndicate to fraudulently withdraw funds from the victim's bank account. Those same cars from different networks were also recovered. Investigation revealed that the suspect confessed to committing multiple armed robberies within Enugu metropolis and using victims' mobile phone SIM card to also commit act of fraud. They further confessed to moving and selling the stolen proceeds in Imo and other states. Sadiq Ahmed, the dismissed soldier, admitted to exploiting this background as a former security agent to bypass checkpoints during the interstate shipment of the stolen items. So he's a former military officer. Anytime they steal something, they come.
Stop paying
items. So he's a former military officer. Anytime they steal something, they come to checkpoints, they will bypass. And a lot of checkpoints in the southeast. Why do you not think that crimes are happening amidst checkpoints? These are the proofs. Meanwhile, Shara reporters could not independently ascertain whether the police claims were actually what transpired, as the accused were not present to the media for interaction. Ndukwe, however, said that the suspects will be arraigned in court upon the conclusion of the investigation. And this is the end of the article from Shara reporters. Dear Ndego, there is something I just want to say that is not much. When you are about to shoot your enemy and you target another person who is not your enemy, so no matter how many people you kill, your enemy will still be existing. If you people said that it is Biafra dictators, all these people that are the one who are terrorizing, remember what Ohanize said when Nnamdi Kanu was abducted or kidnapped from Kenya? They said, oh, everything is about to end. It doesn't. And a lot of people were thinking that, oh, maybe Simon Ekpa is the one pushing everything. Anyway, you all know that Simon Ekpa is in detention, right? So all these names coming out, why is it that people they are holding before, they are not calling their names? Use your brain now. People they have been holding before, they are not calling their names, because it will be something unintelligent for military to say that they caught IPOB members sent by Simon Ekpa and their names are Sadiq Omar. This one, they say, how come Simon Ekpa using the Northerners? It will not, the idea will not go well. So the falsehood will not go well. So that is why what they are now doing is that they are hiding their names before. So no matter what you do, they can't reveal their names. And this is what I've been telling you on this platform. So my videos they are product of investigation. I don't just come out to do videos. So any news I see, I will digest it. Understand? Okay, go and verify everything I'm saying. Check whether you will see any name since 3 years or 2 years back. You will not see any name that they are arrested in the Southeast as criminals. You only see IPOB members. Now they are tired and they are asking questions. I thought Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, Simon Ekpa is in detention. So who are these people now? And the military are not the one that did this. The local community collaborated with the police and catch them, and they revealed their names. So there is now crisis. There is a great crisis because it shows that people that have been terrorizing the Southeast before are not the IPOB or the Biafrans as they portray to the media. You know, Nigerian media lack investigative journalism, and a lot of them, including Chinese television, Vanguard, all of them, once they bring out news, pew. Who told you that what police report or military report is true? A journalist is supposed not to rely on what just the police and military said. You do more investigation. And that is why I am not that doing well when it comes to media and all those things. But at least at this small level that I am, I have almost 10 number from every state in Nigeria. Every state. When I mean every state plus every city in Nigeria, I have almost 10 numbers from people. I am not playing with those numbers. If I see something I make us, I investigate. And most of these people have their number are victims. They are victims. They are people that are in a place like in Benue, all those villages that people are not even going. I have numbers of people there. So when media is reporting, I put calls to know what happened there. That is the only way you can get your genuine and authentic report. So I put call across to Enugu State. The person I called, this thing does not happen in his area. He was a victim. His sister died through the bandits that came. But Pitamba told them that it was IPOB people. But the brother told me that they are bandits. They are all these Bororo Fundanese. So when I called him, I said, okay, look at what I heard that is going on in Enugu State. Can you verify for me and so on and so forth? He said, it's not in our area. But look at what they said, look at what they said. So he told me more about it. So that is what most people in Nigeria are lacking. They are lacking the ability to do investigation, carry post journalism. That is what we have in Nigeria. But anyway, it is what it is. You cannot get these people terrorizing the Southeast since you are pointing wrong finger that it is only IPOB people that are doing it. So they should come and defend this one, whether these people are IPOB members or not. That is what I have to say. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please, I don't know what you are doing. Subscribe to it. It doesn't cost anything. And if today is your first time of coming here, don't forget to share this video to your loved ones. I am Okocha Happy myself, a political blogger who always talk reality out of issues. See you on my next video.
There you have it, my people. There you have it. You've heard from somebody who is an independent media that took his time to do his own investigation and found out that on numerous occasions when the Boko Haram Zoo military of Nigeria, ISWAP, ISIS, Lukarawa, all of them, all encompassing in the Nigerian military, when they come to the land of Biafra and they cause mayhem or they catch those who are responsible for the mayhem, they turn around and just blame it on IPOB, ESN, and Simon Ekpa. When Nnamdi Kanu was free, they were saying the boys of Nnamdi Kanu were doing those killings. When they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa took over the leadership, they came and said Simon Ekpa and his boys. That was the story. The slogan in the media, Simon Ekpa boys are doing the killings. Today that we now have our nation, they are saying, oh, Simon Ekpa is killing his people. Now it has come home. Those we called IPOB Nigeria Limited. All this while, we were telling you that IPOB has turned to IPOB Nigeria Limited. But they doubted us. Those that sold out Nnamdi Kanu, they have turned. They have turned to now pander to the politicians. They are now known as IPOB Nigeria Limited. They were the ones saying that Simon Ekpa was killing his people. They were the ones that wrote to Finland because Nigeria has no case against Simon Ekpa, but they had to zero it down to a region known as Southeast. So they now told IPOB Nigeria Limited, their political wing. As you now know, IPOB now has a political wing. So they told the political wing to write a false accusation about Simon Ekpa to Finland. And before you knew it, Finland is now saying the things Simon Ekpa was doing in Southeast. The cases against Simon Ekpa was that of the Southeast. Because those in the Southeast, IPOB Nigeria Limited, the politicians, this man, Pitamba, you are seeing here, this governor, he said he has the evidence against Simon Ekpa. But today you have just heard the narrative that again, it is the Fulani headsmen, men in military with the name of the Fulanis from the north, are the ones doing the atrocities in Biafra land. And it was only when the police and the vigilante group got a hold of these guys, arrested them, that for the first time in the history of this so-called thing happening in Biafra land, we are now hearing names of those responsible, the culprits. And you are hearing Fulani names. You heard about the checkpoint. When they get to the checkpoint, because they are ex-military men, they get a free pass to go through those checkpoints. So today, I want to call on those who are saying Simon Ekpa is killing his people. Simon Ekpa, they've gone with the narrative. There is no way that somebody who loves a people, most of us living in the Western world, is because we have love for you that we are doing what we are doing. Because I am tired of sending money every month to your family, your cousin, your nephew, your in-laws. You are sending them money to feed themselves. I'm giving you fish instead of teaching you how to fish. So we have put it upon ourselves to liberate you because you guys don't have the tools to liberate yourself. Simon Ekpa loved you so much that he gave his own good life. He was having a good time, a good life in Finland, but he decided to step out because the governors amongst you, they've sold you out. And instead of you to be thanking your God that a redeemer has continued with the job of Nnamdi Kanu, instead you have allowed IPOB Nigeria, the political wing of IPOB Nigeria, to lie to you, to instigate you against your own brother, Simon Ekpa, your redeemer. You have chosen Barnabas over Jesus. I kept on saying those things, but you guys didn't know where I was coming from. When we tell you that those responsible coming to Payos are the Fulani men dressed in Nigerian military, you thought or you think we're telling lies. When the Biafrans say that the military coming to our land to kill us are not Nigerian military, they are Fulani headsmen. They are Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakurawa, dressed in Nigerian military uniform, dressed in Nigerian military gear to take our lives. You say we are telling lies. That don't blame them. They are Simon Ekpa boys. You give a dog a bad name just to hang it. You blame Simon Ekpa. You bear false witness against Simon Ekpa, your own brother. Your own blood, your own brother coming to liberate you. You bear false witness against him. Just because you love the money you are getting from the table of the caliphate. Even Mayegun of all people said Simon Ekpa is killing his people. Mayegun of all people said Simon Ekpa is killing his people. He is a coward. He was hiding his face. Any Biafran who is still listening to Mayegun, any Biafran out there, after hearing what Mayegun said, and you are still listening to him, I can tell that deep inside in your blood, you have that tainted blood of the caliphate. That somebody bear the false narrative against Simon Ekpa. A foreigner, a stranger from a different tribe, bear false narrative against Simon Ekpa, and you all fell with it. Until this day, you still love him for lying against Simon Ekpa. But today, a Biafran man from Delta has taken his time to investigate and tell you with proof that all those doing those killings, when you go deeper, when you ask for their names, you will see these are northerners sent to Biafra land to do what they are doing. But many a time when we say it, you say we are telling lies. Instead, you align with the governors. A man like Peter Mba, you know how he got into power. You know the issues with his NYSC certificate. You know about his documentation. Even if you go deeper, I heard he schooled in England. If you go deeper now, if you check for his transcript, you will see he used false or fake documentation and transcript to gain admission in the UK. If you want to go deeper, I know these people, I know how they roll. But unfortunately, some of you have allowed IPOB Nigeria, the political wing, to lie against your brother Simon Ekpa. You've allowed the media out there to bear false witness, to tell you that Simon Ekpa is spying his own people. Why will you be thinking such? How can Simon Ekpa take the life of his own people? The same thing they said about Nnamdi Kanu. These same governors, they lied on the name of Nnamdi Kanu. Where everything you hear is IPOB is doing this, IPOB is doing that. The ESN is doing this. The ESN, they are doing that. And today, they bear false witness against Simon Ekpa. So, Governor Peter Mba, I'll call you a governor because that's what you are known as in the old zoo called Nigeria. We are waiting for you to bring your evidence against Simon Ekpa. You said you have evidence and you have volunteered to Finland that you are ready to give them all the evidence to nail Simon Ekpa as the one responsible for all the killings in Biafra land. So bring it on. Bring it on. We are waiting for you. We shall not relax or relent until you bring those evidence against Simon Ekpa. Because enough of this madness. We are saying enough is enough. I am tired of seeing my own people supporting the caliphate against us. It's so funny that the Fulani cabal is this day, they've not even spoken about Simon Ekpa. They allowed their stooges in the eastern part of that zoo called Nigeria. Our own Biafran people are the ones giving this false narrative. I call it Stockholm syndrome because in their mind they think if they blackmail Simon Ekpa, somehow the Fulani cabal will release Nnamdi Kanu. In their own black mind, in their own shallow mind, they have assumed that if we crucify Simon Ekpa, somehow, some way, the Fulani cabal, they will release Nnamdi Kanu. I've got news for you guys. Don't make the biggest mistake of giving your Moses and Joshua to the caliphate. Do not make the biggest mistake of joining IPOB Nigeria Limited that we now know they have a political wing. IPOB now has a political wing. Do not make the mistake of supporting those that had a hand in the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, that had a hand in what Nnamdi Kanu is going through. Do not support them to blackmail your brother Simon Ekpa with the hopes that they will release Nnamdi Kanu. I know the caliphate very well. I know the Fulani cabal very, very well. They have not forgiven the Biafrans for what happened in 1966. What they tagged the Kaduna Nziogo coup, the Igbo coup, despite Kaduna Nziogo was the last man to join that group that did the coup. They saw him as somebody who was very influential, so they begged on him to join them. That this was their plan, this was the blueprint. To call a spade a spade, he was the last man to join the so-called coup plotters. He was the last man. But today, they've left the other tribes. They focused on who? The Biafrans, Kaduna Nziogo. If you remember what happened in, I think it was UNN, a university in the east, when Biafra was conquered, or when they said no victor and no vanquish. The Nigerian military, they went to the university, to the library, and they burnt down all the books in the library. They said, oh, this is the book they are reading that make them to be smart. Today you are hearing that Boko Haram is there. They are saying Western education is bad. It didn't start today. In the Biafran war, they came and they burnt down all the books. Think about it though. They came to a library. They burnt down all the books in the university library. In Nsukka, they burnt all the books. And they did something very significant. They banned the study of engineering, chemical engineering to be more specific, in the Biafra land and in Biafran schools. In Nsukka, they banned the study of chemical engineering. And you tell me that kind of nation that does that believe in science and technology? Biafrans, be wise. Biafrans will be wise. We are calling out on the governor of Enugu State that said Simon Ekpa is the whole one responsible to bring his evidence. To Finland, I want you all to listen to what a journalist have said to expose those behind what is happening in Biafra land. Simon Ekpa's role is to protect the people, but somehow, I don't know how those amongst us, those we call our brothers, those with tainted blood, those that during the Biafran war, their parents were raped, their mothers was raped by the Nigerian Fulani military. And now, in their DNA, they now have the tainted blood. They have the DNA of the caliphates. Which is why they will come and tell a white lie about their own brother who has come to liberate them. They are lying on the name of Simon Ekpa. Lord have mercy. So to all the Biafrans and Biafrans in the government, in the cabinet, those with portfolio, we want this thing to get to the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu and to Simon Ekpa. In Finland, this must get to the legal team of Simon Ekpa for them to present to Finland and tell them that those responsible for the first time their names were mentioned, those responsible for the pillage in Biafra land, for the first time their names were mentioned, it was all northern names. Also, the prison break in the old Imo State. We heard what the governor said that time. When the Spirit of God came to him and made him to speak to the power, he said, those responsible for the prison break are not IPOB or the Biafrans. They were foreigners that came from a foreign land. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. You must know those who are really your friends. Biafrans, you must know those who are really your friends. The enemies are there pretending that they love you. The enemies of Biafra, they are there pretending as if they love you. For the first time of all, Mayegu beard a false witness. Mayegu of all people that I used to listen to beard a false witness and said Simon Ekpa is the killer of his people. But today we thank God, our brother here, Happy Okocha Marcel, took his time to carry out an investigative journalism and expose those who are responsible for the killing in Biafra land. What he said has vindicated Simon Ekpa. What he said has vindicated Nnamdi Kanu. And what he said has vindicated the need for us to protect our land because the enemies have come. Oyendu said they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. The enemies have come. The enemies of Biafra have come. They are living within us. And it's for us to protect ourselves against the enemies. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. Thanks and God bless.